What's going on? Mike Neumann here at my little studio at Impact Fitness in Bradley, Illinois. You know, life is full of surprises. You never really know who you're going to run into. I'm getting ready to close up shop. You're normally gone by 6:30, but I just had to stay late tonight to do a couple things around this place, and I'm glad I did because I ran into Brian Ebersol. He's a local fan favorite from around here. He's got 2 UFC wins to his name, and I'll tell you something, your life's totally taken a total turn in the last year, hasn't it?
Absolutely. I've been chasing this sport for quite a while.
Yeah, you have. You've been living this sport for quite a while.
I finally got to the top end of the game, and it's paid off quite well. So, yeah, the options in life have definitely changed in the last few months.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I've always kept up with you, even back since high school days. I mean, I was a little bit older than you, but I always knew who you were and what you were doing. I followed your career, and I know you were just chasing the dream, and every time I ran into you, you always had something big coming up. You always followed your heart, and that led you to be in the right place in the right time. You were actually in Australia, and UFC, they were having a pay-per-view in Australia. They were down a fighter, they needed somebody, and you were the best thing they can come up with. So that was your big, what you say, that was your big, they threw you a little bone that day, huh?
Yeah, that was the lucky break, and I made the most of it. I got a fight of the night bonus that night.
Yeah.
And obviously winning the fight versus a veteran, it was good, but I was able to show I was a bit of an entertainer.
Yeah.
And yeah, they dealt with me very well going to the next fight. They let me kind of choose what month I wanted to fight.
Oh yeah?
Which is going to be, it's going to be big going into the rest of my career. I was hoping they weren't going to just dictate everything to me and be too much of tough guys. So being able to kind of lead my own career, which I've done for a long time, is going to be quite nice.
I would say so. And you create some interest among the fans. You shaved your chest hairs in the form of an arrow. You want to explain that to us and what that meant? You still got it going on.
I do.
Okay.
I try to keep it as long as I can for good luck.
Yeah.
But that girl right there behind the camera, last time she was holding the camera, shaved my arrow. So I'm a bit wary of her. I'm going to start protecting this a little bit harder than I did the last one. But I fought a kickboxer in 2008, and I knew he couldn't wrestle.
Yeah.
So after the weigh-in, I went back to the hotel, chatted with my teammates and friends, and the next morning I shaved an arrow pointing to the goatee on my chin. And I said the goatee was the target and the arrow was the clue. He didn't hit me, I won, and the arrow has stuck with me.
Yeah, and the rest is history.
Absolutely.
Okay, so walk us through this last fight. You just fought within, it was in the last couple weeks, you just got done fighting. So walk us through that fight and what was going through your mind as that fight was taking place.
I knew he was a very good wrestler with a submission game, and he'd submitted my college wrestling coach twice, Matt Hughes. So I was a bit wary of him on the ground, top or bottom.
Yeah.
And I wanted to keep the fight on my feet. But he grabbed a hold of me in the first 10 seconds of the fight and was on my back like a monkey, trying to choke me. So not the ideal start, but I was able to keep my calm, reverse position, and when I got on top, he didn't offer much in the way of off-balancing me.
Yeah.
So as soon as I caught him with the first punch, I decided, well, I'm going to stay here as long as I can, and I ended up finishing the fight at 4 minutes and like 30 seconds of round 1.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, your life's definitely taken a big change over the last year. I mean, you've been living the sport for years. I mean, you almost don't know anything else. And now you're at the upper echelon. Yeah. And you're at the upper echelon. Now you're in the UFC. You got 2 wins under your belt. So what's next for Brian Ebersol?
The same old thing, man. Just train, coach, and wait for the next fight opportunity. I'm not in a hurry to fight. I've only been fighting 2 and 3 times a year for the last couple of years. That's going to stay the same. And I've got a bank account now, so we'll see what I can do kind of as an adult as far as investing and taking care of my financial future. But I'm just going to play the game like I always have.
You still live in Australia?
I am. For the time being, I'm living there, but I don't really live anywhere. I travel and I coach, and I travel when I train for fights. Yeah. So we'll see. The mobile lifestyle's treated me well, and hopefully I get a little bit more time in America the next little while so I can train with really good wrestlers, because that's the skill set that's going to give me the hardest time.
Sweet.
Is someone that can out-wrestle me. So I need to get back over here and train with good kids.
What brings you back to your hometown of Bradley, Illinois? What are you doing here today?
Love.
Yeah?
Family.
Gotcha. You got to come see the family, give them some love.
Yeah, just moved my sister into Illinois State University this afternoon. So yeah, she's went from the little girl sitting on my lap at my high school prom to the full-grown adult.
Goes by real fast. Okay, well, I know you got some training to do at 7:30 at night, so I'm going to let you get going, but do your thing. So I'll keep you guys updated on Brian Ebersol in the future. So until next time, you got Mike Neumann, Brian Ebersol. We're out of here. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching.